Video games can be pretty annoying at times. I mean, seriously, one of the biggest gamer stereotypes is that guy who gets overly frustrated and completely loses it. But anger issues aside, I have some disturbing memories from my years of playing. Things that drove me nuts in the past and still make me shudder today. Ladies and gentlemen, my top 10 most annoying things in video games. Now, let me set a few rules first. Number 1. I know that others such as Peanut Butter Gamer, Rabid Luigi, Josh Scorcher, the Autarch of Flame, just about every major countdowner has done some variation of this video. Because I didn't come here to just repeat all the stuff they've covered, none of the entries that they have will be in this video. Number 2. These are things that personally annoy me and are limited to my own experience. So my point is, you're probably not going to agree with everything I say. Number 3. Just because something is annoying or frustrating does not mean it's broken. There are perfectly legitimate things in video games that annoy the hell out of me. Number 4. This is just the opinion of some idiot on the interwebs and is in no way fact. Finally, no annoying characters. Pretty much anything else goes, from enemies to missions to mechanics. Alright, that's enough rules. Let's get this bad boy started. Number 10. The Payday series. A wonderful series of team building, cooperation, and horrible violence against those who don't deserve it. God, I love this series. Completing heist after heist with your friends while building up your own special skills. So much fun. But let me give you a little scenario. You're on your mission, uploading a senator's porn stash to the media as you and your friends are desperately fighting off an army of police officers. They're strong, but you came prepared. You're holding your ground, you're almost there. But wait, what's that around the corner? Suddenly, a strange beeping sound can be heard, and then BAM! A cloaker is now shoving his baton straight up your ass without even having the courtesy to use Vaseline first. Yeah, number 10 is the Cloakers from the Payday series. They're fast, they're sneaky, and they're extremely hard to kill. What separates them from the rest of the special enemies in this game is that not only are they unbelievably cheap with their single hit knockdown, but they also sneak around and pop up behind you from their spawn areas, often in buildings you're trying to defend. So while you and your team struggle to keep this place safe and secure, these little bastards sneak in and then wail on you with their batons. So if they're so cheap, why are they number 10? Well, as annoying as they are, they're also kinda needed. They keep you on your toes and add a little bit more edge to the game. Still, every time one of these guys knocks me down, I'm gonna be pissed. Number 9. I have no idea how this hasn't landed on someone else's list. I'm genuinely honored that I get to say this. You know what drives me nuts? When I'm playing a game, trying to focus, and then my vision is blocked by something. Once again, this is a mechanic that's supposed to add a little edge to the game, but just ends up being cheap and annoying. If you want to make things more difficult, fine. But let me see what I'm doing, goddammit! One of the most infamous examples is the strawberry jelly on the screen in the Call of Duty games, obstructing your vision while you're already getting turned to Swiss cheese. Yeah, that helps. Then of course there are the squids in Mario Kart, the Mudmen in Left 4 Dead 2, and whatever debris gets on your gas mask in Metro Last Light. But the worst offender, by far, is the Nintendog in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Aren't assist trophies supposed to help whoever picked them up? So why on earth is this Nintendog making it impossible for anyone to see a thing? It screws over everyone and doesn't add an ounce of fair challenge. Number 8. I don't know if I'm alone on this, but I can't stand turret sections. You know what I'm talking about. Those sections of a game where instead of moving from cover to cover, switching strategies, and integrating melee guns and explosives into your approach, you're told to sit in one spot and blast away at a wall of enemies. Okay, while mowing down bad guys is incredibly satisfying, I can't stand this mechanic. You can no longer take cover, you can no longer move, and ammo is usually eliminated from the equation. Basically, it's as bare bones as it gets. But the worst part is, you're left with shooting as your only defense, really eliminating all thought and strategy from the gameplay. Notable examples can be found in just about every first-person shooter, such as the Black Cat's mission in Call of Duty World at War, where you're on board a plane and fire what is probably several tons of ammunition at everything that comes on the screen. A few others are the Gatling gun sections from Red Dead Redemption, the end of Halo Reach, and the Pearl Harbor mission from Medal of Honor Rising Sun. And then of course there's the infamous Rambo game where literally everything is a turret section. These sections are boring, hectic, and often needlessly difficult if you like to take the game slower. Please, if you're gonna have turret sections, let them be optional. Number 7. Oh, Assassin's Creed. Fast-paced action, amazing parkour and stealth, badass sword fights, and a whole lot of walking in some missions. Yeah. Assassin's Creed, despite everything it does right, still makes a few mistakes. The worst of these offenses are the walking sections where you need to stay completely incognito. Seriously, a few missions have you spend several minutes just following the targets while doing absolutely nothing. It's realistic, but it's just so boring. I know this is a stealth game and stealth should be implemented in the missions, but this is goddamn ridiculous. Who thought it would be fun to walk at a snail's pace while listening to your target spout exposition? The best part is, if you happen to blow your cover, boom! Back where you started. More walking for you, mister. That'll teach you to try and actually have fun. Number 6. Poisoning. I don't know about you, but I can't stand poisoning in games. It always comes right out of nowhere, is difficult to avoid, and is a guaranteed death if you don't have the appropriate item. Now, it's not so bad if it's temporary, like in Half-Life 2, or is curable by player moves, such as with the mages in Final Fantasy games, but more often than not, poisoning is devastating to the player and the flow of gameplay, forcing you to make a mad dash for whatever will cure you, be it anti-venom, a Pokemon Center, etc. Some notable examples are the Cazadors in Fallout New Vegas, who are all over the place, do a serious number on your health with every hit, and then leave you with a lasting poison, either killing you, forcing you to carry anti-venom wherever you go, or wasting a huge amount of your precious stim packs. It's also common in Pokemon, where in earlier games it gradually kills the affected Pokemon even as you walk. Hell, it's in like 90% of RPGs. But the most annoying in my personal experience is with a few NPCs in RuneScape. You're just chilling, walking around Karamja in your armor that took hours upon hours of grinding to buy, when suddenly, an angry tribal dude attacks you. No harm done, right? Wait, what are these green splat marks? What? Crap, 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 crap. Number 5. There are a lot of annoying things in Modern Warfare 2. The AA-12, the Model 1887, the Spaz, the grenade launchers, the angry 12-year-olds, the list goes on. But by and large, the most annoying thing in this game is the freaking kill streak rewards. Now, there's no denying it. It's pretty damn satisfying to blow the other team to smithereens with an AC-130. But all fun aside, this is one of the cheapest and most broken mechanics of any multiplayer game I've ever seen. Back in my good old Squeaker days, I would carry a Stinger with me at all times just to get rid of all the Harriers, Chopper Gunners, Pavelos, and AC-130s blowing my team to pieces, all while shouting swears in my high-pitched voice. They're a cheap as hell way to get a few extra kills, and they're given to the people who don't even need them. While most online shooters use auto-balance to make the teams as fair and well-matched as possible, Call of Duty does the opposite by rewarding those who are already dominating the other team with an even easier way to utterly destroy the opposition. Yeah, there's nothing quite like having explosives rain down on your spawn, is there? And the worst part is, they keep making games with this problem.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Number 4. Yeah, GTA 4. blowing stuff up, utterly annihilating everything in sight. Wait, hang on, my phone's ringing. Hello? Alright, now let me stop doing that and go bowling with my virtual cousin. Yeah, this is what I paid $60 for. Do I even need to explain this one? Who at Rockstar thought it would be a good idea to make you stop gunning down bad guys and instead maintain friendships with some 10 different people? It's boring, it's a pain, and it's one of the most infamous mistakes in the history of video games. Moving on.
Hello? You have the wrong number! Hello? Are the number you dialed inaccurate?
Number 3. This next one is from one of my favorite games ever, Fallout New Vegas, more specifically the Dead Money DLC. For the entire DLC, you're following orders from a very kinky Brotherhood of Steel elder who decide to give you an explosive slave collar. No harm done, right? Well, as it turns out, there are radios that will set this collar off, some of them destructible and some of them not. Fast forward a few hours toward the end of the DLC, and not only has the frustration outweighed the sexiness, but you'll find yourself in a goddamn nightmare. There are indestructible radios everywhere. So where do you go? Have fun finding out, because there is zero indication of what's a safe zone and what isn't, and every mistake you make will literally cost you your head. If you haven't figured it out yet, number 3 is the slave collar in New Vegas Dead Money. This thing is one of the most broken mechanics I've ever seen, and resulted in a very frustrating few hours. I even had to install a sprint mod just to get through some of these areas. You just don't know which areas are safe and which aren't, and you'll be seeing your head get blown off more times than you can possibly count. It utterly ruins the entire DLC, making it more a journey of frustrating trial and error rather than actual adventure. Yeah, this was totally worth the extra money. Number 2. You know what's wonderful about games? You get to do things without consequences. Of course you can't steal subway cars, shoot up Brazilian police stations, tie people to railroad tracks, and throw feces around in real life without some serious repercussions. But that's why it's a game. This next one is yet another necessary evil, or lack of evil if you want to get technical. Civilians. Now, I get it. You kinda need them to give a realistic portrayal of the world, especially if it's not non-stop action, but that doesn't change the fact that they're always a pain in the ass. You'll often find them blowing your cover, running through the line of fire, or just flat out getting in the way. And more often than not, there's a severe penalty for accidentally killing one of them, often an instant game over. A few examples are the Payday series, where you're often forced to kill them just so they don't blow your cover, Assassin's Creed, where every once in a while Ezio decides that instead of taking out the guard, you were actually looking to assassinate some random guy on the street, and then of course there's Hitman, Dishonored, a few Call of Duty missions, Grand Theft Auto, and Red Dead Redemption. Come on, I didn't spend $60 to follow your silly Geneva Convention, this is America! Whatever, for all I've complained about the Modern Warfare series in this video, at least they did something right. Number 1. Oh dearie. What could be more annoying than civilians, you say? Well, in the rogue world of gaming, there are 3 sides. The innocent, those who bring mayhem, and the most annoying thing on this entire list. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about none other than the po-police. Now, the cops in real life have my respect. They put their lives on the line every day to keep the world safe so assholes like me can play video games where you kill them. That's some commendable stuff. But when it comes to video games where the whole world is meant to be your mayhem sandbox, there is no bigger annoyance than just about any form of law enforcement. You're just walking around, blowing some stuff up, having yourself a jolly old time when suddenly some poser comes up to you and is all,
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Whether it's the guards in Skyrim who harass you for accidentally stealing a sweet roll, or the LCPD in GTA 4, you're never on good terms with the law. And this means you either need to stop having fun, make a run for it, or get ready for a goddamn massacre. But the law enforcement does not mess around, like in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, where they use helicopters to bomb you off the road. Like seriously, I know street racing is a serious crime, but is that necessary? Or if you break a few laws in the Fallout games, you can enjoy being massacred by some Rivet City guards, Legion assassins, Securitrons, or NCR Rangers. But by far, the worst of all are the Rockstar games. Yeah, as fun as it is to have a gunfight you can access anytime just by going on a little law-breaking spree, Rockstar games have some of the most insane law enforcement in any games. Try your hand at Max Payne 3, where the cops walk into the favela and start flat out murdering everyone. Yeah, no joke, the cops in Max Payne 3 walk into the slums and kill everyone they see. Then of course there are the teachers and administration in the bully games who are always there to ruin your fun when you're going on an atomic wedgie spree. But the most annoying of all are the police in Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto. They just never leave you alone. But the best part about the cops in these two games is that fighting will only get you into a worse situation. All you can do is make a run for it. The wanted system makes it so that the more you fight back, the deadlier the cops are. Fight too much and they bring in the SWAT teams, the helicopters, the FBI, and even tanks. Oh, good God. The cops, the popo, the fuzz. They are, by and large, the most annoying thing ever in video games.